All right, everybody. Welcome into Jammin' Sports as we're going to continue now with our Major League Baseball postseason. Moments ago, we just saw the Oakland A's defeat the Kansas City Royals 6-5 to take a 1-0 lead in that best of five. If you look on the left side of the brackets here, you'll see that the A's lead that series at best of five, 1-0. We're now going to go to game one of the American League Division Series between the Yankees and the Houston Astros. We'll be in Houston, Texas for that one. And then after that, we'll have game two of the National League Division Series between the Diamondbacks and the Dodgers. We'll have NFL football for you a little bit later on tonight at 7 o'clock Eastern with the Ravens and the Packers. And we'll have an NFL tripleheader for you tomorrow starting at 6 o'clock Eastern time. All right, so game one of the Astros and the Yankees. The Astros, as you can see on the brackets, they're the number 2 seed. And the Yankees are a wild card. The Yankees swept the Indians 2-0 in the wild card to advance to the ALDS. The Astros had a first-round bye. All right, let's head out to Houston, Texas for this one. Astros, Yankees, here at Jammin' Sports. Your lineups for today. Jammin' Sports presents Game 1 of the American League Division Series between the New York Yankees and the Houston Astros. Live from Minute Maid Park, Houston, Texas. Starting pitcher for the Houston Astros, J.R. Richard. He was such a dominant pitcher back in the 70s, early 80s. He'll be leading things off. He'll be the starting pitcher for the Houston Astros here in game number 1. Earl Combs will lead things off for the Yankees. The right fielder. He could be the DH. We'll find out. Pitch by Richard. And we're underway. Strike one. Count goes to 0-1. He might be the DH today. We'll see. He's either the DH or the right fielder. We'll figure it out. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Tried to lay a bunt down. Missed it. 0-2.
0-2.
Game 1 of the American League Division Series. 0-2 pitch. Popped it up. Shortstop getting under it. That's Carlos Correa, and makes the play for out number 1. One down for the Yankees. All right, Combs is the right fielder. The DH is Joe Gordon for the Yankees today. All right. That's what I was trying to figure out. There's your lineup. Next up, for the Yankees, Tony Lazzari. And he is the third baseman. Fouls it off. 0-1. It's Lazzari, I believe it's pronounced. Just underway, top of the first. Game 1, American League Division Series. Here's the 0-1 pitch by Richard.
Ball out.
Outside, ball 1. Count goes to 1-0. What really helped make Richard so dominant is his height. Here's the 1-1. Popped it up. Second baseman comes over. And that's Jose Altuve. Makes the play for the out. 2 down. Next up, the left fielder, Mickey Mantle. Quickly, 2 outs for the Yankees. In there for a strike. And now the 0-1 pitch. Big swing and a miss.
0-2.
And the count's 0-2. 0-2 pitch. Inside. 1-2. One-two pitch.
Ball.
It's a ball up high. Count goes to 2-2 to Mickey Mantle. Two-two pitch. Mantle, a base hit up the middle. A 2-out single for Mantle here in the top of the first. Oh, they get him out at second. He got greedy. And that'll end the inning. After a half inning, no score between the Yankees and Astros here at Jammin' Sports. We go to the bottom of the first. Whitey Ford will be the starting pitcher for the Yankees here in Game 1. No scores. We go to the bottom of the first. Leading things off, Cesar Cedeno, the center fielder for the Astros. First pitch and their first strike. Boy, some of these names, they bring up memories. Cedeno, a great player back in his day. Here's the 0-1 to Cedeno. A base hit. Nope. They go to second. Picked it up by Robinson Cano. Makes the play. There's the starting lineup for the Astros. Berkman, the DH today. One down for Houston here in the bottom of the first inning. Next up, Jose Altuve. Playing second base today. Here's the pitch by Ford. In there for a strike, 0-1. I like those throwbacks. Those 70s and early 80s eras Astro uniforms. Here's the 0-1. Popped it up, out of play. Strike 2. Count goes to 0-2 to Altuve. One out, base is empty. The 0-2 pitch fouls it off. Count remains at 0-2. The winner of this series will play the winner of the A's and Royals for the American League Championship. A's lead that series 1-0. Here's the 0-2. Up high, 1-2 to Altuve. We'll have game 2 of the Dodgers Diamondbacks after this. And they will take a break until football comes on at 7 o'clock Eastern. Here's the 1-2. Fouled it off. Count remains at 1-2 to Altuve. We haven't had a baseball Saturday in a while, so that's what we're doing today. Here's the 1-2. Swung on an inside pitch and struck out. 2 down for the Astros here in the bottom of the first.
The first baseman, Jeff Bagwell.
And now the first baseman, Jeff Bagwell, will come up with 2 outs, bases empty. Ford's pitch outside, 1-0. One ball, no strikes, 2 outs, bases empty. The pitch by Ford. Did he go around?
Did he go?
No. 2-0. 2-0 count to Bagwell. And now the 2-0 pitch. In there for a strike, 2-1. 2 balls and a strike to Bagwell. And now the 2-1 pitch. Popped it up down the first base line, drifting foul. And that'll even the count at 2-2. Two-two pitch.
Ball.
Inside, 3-2.
Count is full.
Full count now to Bagwell. 3-2 pitch. Popped it up in center field. That's Williams makes the play for the final out. At the end of 1 complete, no score with the Yankees and Astros. Game 1 of the ALDS here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to Minute Maid Park, Houston, Texas. We go to the top of the 2nd inning. Lou Gehrig will lead things off. The first baseman for the Yankees here in the top of the 2nd. No score. J.R. Richards still on the mound for the Astros. Here's the pitch. Big swing and a miss. Strike 1.
0-1.
I remember Richard back in the day. I was in my youth watching him play. He was, my gosh, he was dominant. Here's the 0-1. Up high, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Gehrig. Richard was a beast back in the day. Here's the 1-1. Big swing and a miss. 1-2 to Gehrig.
1-2.
Top of the 2nd, no score. ALDS game 1. Here's the 1-2 pitch in the dirt. And the count evens up at 2-2. Minute Maid Park in Houston. Roof is open. And now the 2-2 pitch. Pops it up out of play. Count remains at 2-2. Top of the 2nd, no score. Nobody out, nobody on for the Yankees. And now the 2-2. Fouls it off. Count remains at 2-2. Jimmy Jam with Evil Dead in the house. 2-2 pitch in the dirt. Low and inside, 3-2. Full count to Gehrig. Here's the 3-2. Ripped it foul. Count remains at 3-2. Three-two pitch. Outside. It'll be a leadoff walk for the Yankees here in the top of the 2nd as Gehrig is aboard. The catcher now, Bill Dickey, will come up. Nobody out, runner on first. Facing J.R. Richard. Here's the pitch. A ground ball to Cano. He'll throw to short. And they get the double play. It's actually Altuve. I'm sorry, at second base. That starts the double play. Over to Carrera and down to first base with Bagwell. So it's a 4-6-3 double play. Robinson Cano comes up. 2 outs for the Yankees. Base is empty. Robinson Cano, the second baseman. Counts 0-1. 0-1 pitch. Rips it foul down the line. Count remains at 0-2. Richard trying to retire the side. 0-2 pitch. Up high, 1-2. And now the 1-2 pitch. Outside, 2-2. Robinson Cano, the second baseman for the Yankees. Two-two pitch. Oh, it hit him. It'll be a 2-out walk. as Cano was hit by pitch. And now Bernie Williams will come up, the center fielder today. 2 outs, runner on first. The pitch by Richard. In there for a strike, 0-1. Game 1 of the American League Division Series. Yankees and Astros. No score here in the top of the second. The 0-1. Fouls it off quickly, 0-2 to Williams. As he fouls it off down the third base line. Oh, 2 pitch up high, 1-2. One-two pitch outside. Runner does not go. They'll even the count at 2-2 to Williams. Richard having a little control problems here. 2-2 pitch. Fouls it off. Count remains at 2-2. Two-two pitch. Rips that one out to right field. And that is gone. A 2-run blast by Bernie Williams over the right field fence. And the Yankees take a 2-0 lead. A 2-out, 2-run home run by Bernie Williams. Let's watch this one again. It didn't clear by much, I don't think. Maybe it did. A couple rows up. 2-0 Yankees. Here in the top of the second, Joe Gordon. He's the DH, I believe. Yeah, he's the DH today. Takes the first one for a strike, 0-1. 0-1 pitch. Fouls that one off, 0-2. 2 outs, bases empty. The Yankees with a 2-0 lead here in the top of the second. The pitch by Richard, outside, 1-2. And now the 1-2 pitch. Swung and struck him out. However, the Yankees, off of Bernie Williams' 2-run shot, they take a 2-0 lead as we go to the bottom of the second in Game 1 of the ALDS here at Jammin' Sports. Leading off the bottom of the second inning,
The left fielder,
Yordan Alvarez. He's the left fielder today for the Astros.
Ball.
Low and outside. There's your infield for the Yankees. Gehrig, Cano, Jeter, and Lazary. I always have a hard time with that name. Lazary. The 1-0 pitch. Up high, 2-0. To Yordan Alvarez. The 2-0 pitch by Ford. Up high, 3-0. Whitey Ford still on the mound for the Yankees here in the bottom of the second. And now the 3-0 pitch to Ford. Or to Alvarez, excuse me, down the first base line. Gehrig will take it himself. And Alvarez, he swung on a 3-0 pitch and ground out to first.
Number 17.
You don't swing on a 3-0 pitch. Lance Bergman comes up. He's the DH today. 1 out, bases empty. In there for a strike, 0-1. And now the 0-1 pitch. Fouls that one off. Count goes to 0-2 to Berkman. Oh-2 pitch. High in the air, out to center field. Williams goes back, and Williams on the warning track makes the play for out number 2. That one almost went yard. Just a few feet short. 2 down for the Astros, and Kyle Tucker comes up next. He's the right fielder. Facing Whitey Ford. Pitch by Ford. In there for a strike, 0-1. Yankees lead it 2-0. We're in the bottom of the second. Bernie Williams had a 2-run shot in the top of the second for New York. Now the count's evened up at 1-1 to Kyle Tucker. And now the 1-1 pitch. Down low, 2-1. 2 balls and a strike to Tucker. 2 outs, bases empty. The 2-1 pitch. Ripped foul down the third base line. Count remains at 2-2. And now the 2-2 pitch. Up high, 3-2, full count.
You got a full count.
Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bases empty. 3-2 pitch. Fouls it off. Count remains at 3-2. Three-two pitch. Ripped it foul. Count remains at 3-2. 3-2 pitch. Fouls it off again. Boy, long at bat for Kyle Tucker. He stays alive at the plate with a 3-2 count with 2 outs. 3-2 pitch. Swung and struck him out. At the end of 2 complete, the Yankees lead it 2-0. American League Division Series game number 1 here at Jammin' Sports. We go to the top of the third. Derek Jeter will lead things off for the Yankees, the shortstop. Great to have you along on this Saturday. ALDS game 1. Here's the pitch.
Ball, that's high.
Up high, 1-0. J.R. Richards still on the mound for the Astros. The 1-0 pitch. Big swing and a miss, 1-1. If you missed the earlier game, the Oakland A's defeated the Kansas City Royals 6-5 in that game 1. The next pitch is a strike. That game is in the video section. It's also on YouTube if you want to check it out. Up high, 2-2. We're in the second game of our triple header of baseball here this afternoon. Here's the 2-2. Fouled it off. Count remains at 2-2. We'll have game 2 of the Dodgers and Diamondbacks after this. That's interesting, isn't it? He's batting ninth. Jeter rips it foul down the third base line. Count remains at 2-2. That is odd, him batting ninth. Here's the 2-2. Low and outside, full count. Three-two pitch. Pops it up, out of play. Count remains at 3-2. Nobody out, nobody on. We're in the top of the third. Yankees up 2-0. Swung and struck him out for out number 1. 1 down for the Yankees here in the top of the third. Earl Combs, the DH, comes up. Top of the order. The pitch by Richard. Outside, 1-0. Yankees up 2-0. Game 1 of this best of 5. And now the 1-0 pitch. Outside, 2-0. Two-0 pitch. Fouls it off. Thank you, Evil Dead. Earl Combs from 24 to 35. Most of these Yankees I've heard of before, and I've seen on Stratomatic. Here's the 2-1. Did he go around? No. 3-1.
3-1.
Crowd didn't like that one. And now the 3-1 pitch to Earl Combs. 1 out, bases empty. Fouls it off. Count goes to 3-2. Three-two pitch. Popped it up. Out into left field. Alvarez under it for the play. 2 down from the Yankees. Yordan Alvarez making the play. I did the dice Stratomatic back in the day. CGM's in the house. Good to see you, CGM. I used to play the fire out of Stratomatic when I was a teen and a young adult. Lazary up, the third baseman. Count goes to 1-0. Good to see you, CGM, as always. Our good friend in D.C. The A's beat the Royals in the game before this, 6-5. They take a 1-0 lead in that series. Popped it up. Going back from second base, Altuve in shallow right makes the play for the out. At the end of 2.5. Yankees lead at 2-0 here at Jammin' Sports, ALDS, Game 1. And welcome back, Alex Bergman.
The third baseman, Alex
Bregman, will come up. Bregman, the third baseman, rips the first one out to right center field. See ya. A solo shot home run by Bregman. And it gets the Astros on the board. And it's now a 2-1 game. CGM, that was one of the, Stratomatic was such a cool game back in the day. Play against your friends and stuff. I know. It's Major League Baseball's way of making a buck. Let's take a look, another look at the shot into the bullpen. To answer your question there, CGM, in my sim right here, as Greg Biggio comes up, Biggio the catcher, in there for a strike. I simmed the season. I simmed the regular season. Okay? I'm only doing the playoffs. It would take forever to just sim a 162-game, 30-team season. Lord West in the house. We'll have Madden football tonight at 7 o'clock Eastern. Ravens and the Packers. We'll start week 5. 0-2 pitch to Biggio. It's a ball. Count goes to 1-2. Oh, for Stratomatic, usually I never did sim a season with Stratomatic. We just played for fun, or we had, the neighbor kids. We'd have like maybe an 8-team league or something like that. I remember Eric Tipton very well. Here's the 2-2. Inside, 3-2. Full count. He's the quarterback for the Redskins. Here's the 3-2. Struck him out looking. And now Carlos Carrera comes up in there for a strike. Carrera, the shortstop. Mason's in Madden 25. And now the 0-1 pitch by Whitey Ford. In there for a strike, 0-2. He has a secret brother at Madden 25. Okay. Here's the 0-2. Inside, 1-2. We're at Minute Maid Park, Houston, Texas. Game 1 of the ALDS. 1-2 pitch. Down the first base line, Gehrig will make the play for an easy out. So Carrera grounds out to first, 2 down for the Astros here in the bottom of the third. Did Andrew Hagan get drafted? That name does sound familiar. I'll have to look later, Lord West. I don't have those rosters in front of me. And now Cesar Cedeno comes up, the center fielder. First pitch, a ball. Count goes to 1-0. We'll have the Ravens and the Packers at 7 Eastern.
No, that's out.
Outside, 2-0. We're in the second game of our triple header here this afternoon. We'll have game 2 of the Dodgers Diamondbacks up next. Here's the 2-0. He went around. 2-1 to Cedeno.
One strike.
And now the 2-1. Right up the middle, a base hit. A 2-out single for Cedeno will keep the inning alive for the Astros. Yankees lead it 2-1 here in game 1. And now Jose Altuve, the second baseman, will come up for the Astros with 2 outs and a runner on first. Yankees up 2-1. They throw to first, and he's back in time. I agree with CGM. On the throwback helmets, they shouldn't have the Strauss sticker on it.
That's the ball.
Down low, 1-0. But it's Major League Baseball's way of generating revenue like they really need it. Here's the 1-0. A pitch out. But Carrera stays at first. And the count goes to 2-0. Evil Dead remembers Stratomatic. He used to play the fire out of it. Outside, 3-0.
3-0.
In fact, Stratomatic's headquarters is in Glen Head, New York. It's in upstate New York. I'm not exactly sure where it is. 3-0 pitch. In there for a strike, 3-1. Where is Glen Head, New York? Exactly. That's where their operations are out of. 3-1. Fouls it off. It's on Long Island? All right. Three-two pitch. Struck him out looking. And that'll end the inning. At the end of 3, it's 2-1 Yankees here in game 1 of the American League Division Series here at JAMA Sports. We go to the top of the 4th inning in game 1 of this best of 5. Mickey Mantle, who's playing left field today, will lead things off here in the top of the 4th, facing J.R. Richard. In there for a strike, 0-1. And now the 0-1 pitch. Outside corner, 0-2. Oh-2 pitch. Just inside, 1-2 to Mantle.
1-2.
Top of the 4th, Yankees lead it 2-1. And now the 1-2 pitch.
Ball.
Up high, 2-2.
2-2.
And now the 2-2 pitch. Mantle rips one out to center field. Cedeno gets under it for the out. One down for the Yankees as Mantle flies out to center. And now the first baseman, Lou Gehrig, will come up. 1 out, base is empty. Gehrig at the plate. Gehrig rips one well over the right field fence into the upper deck. A solo shot home run. And the Yankees take a 3-1 lead here in game 1. No doubt about that one. That left the yard quickly. Crowd saying, throw it back, throw it back. Let's watch this one again. Well hit into right field. Admiring that one. I would too. Up by the stairs in the upper deck. And now Bill Dickey, the catcher, comes up. 1 out, base is empty. Dickey pops up. Third baseman Bregman will make the play for out number 2. 2 outs, base is empty, but the Yankees lead it 3-1. And now Robinson Cano, the second baseman, will come up. Inside, got away from him. Tell you what, J.R. Richard having a rough outing for the Astros so far. He hasn't been his normal dominant self. Here's the 1-0. Outside, 2-0. And now the 2-0 pitch. Inside, 3-0. If I was the Astros manager, I'd be pulling him by now. He's having a rough day. Here's the 3-0. And that one's out of here. Robinson Cano, another solo shot home run. And it's 4-1 Yankees. I say pull him. I would pull him. Another major blast. Let's take another look. Right down the right field line. It stayed foul. Or stayed fair, excuse me. Kind of hooked around the foul pole. And now Bernie Williams comes up, the center fielder. Still 2 outs, bases empty.
No, that missed. That's the ball.
Low and inside, 1-0. Yankees now up 4-1 here in game 1. And now the 1-0 pitch. Up high, 2-0. Pitch. Inside, 3-0. Well, the natives here in Houston are getting restless. They're booing. 3-0 count to Bernie Williams. 3-0 pitch. He went around 3-1. Why do you swing on a 3-0 pitch? Why? And now the 3-1. A ground ball to short. Carrera throws to first for the out. At the end of 3.5, the Yankees, off a couple of home runs, take a 4-1 lead. ALDS Game 1 here at Jammin' Sports.
Leading up for the Astros,
Jeff Bagwell will lead things off.
Jeff Bagwell.
Bagwell, the first baseman. Whitey Ford still on the mound. Ball 1, count goes to 1-0. And now the 1-0 pitch. A base hit, probably. No, caught. Out in left field by Mantle. Nice play by Mantle. I thought that was going to drop. And so did Bagwell. Yordan Alvarez will come up next for the Astros, the left fielder. 1 out, bases empty. Here's the pitch. Down low, 1-0. And now the 1-0 pitch. Up high. Oh, they call it a strike, though. 1-1. Well, the crowd didn't like that one. I didn't think that was a strike either. Here's the 1-1. Outside, 2-1.
2-1.
Jimmy Jam with Evil Dead. CGM's in the house. Here's the 2-1. Popped it up. And Dickey, the catcher, will get under it. And will make the play. Alvarez pops out to the catcher. 2 down for the Astros here in the bottom of the 4th. Not a good game 1 so far for Houston. Lance Berkman comes up next. The DH today. Pitch by Ford. Berkman pops it up. Third baseman Lazari comes in and makes the play. Lazari makes the play. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Yankees up 4-1. ALDS Game 1 here at Jammin' Sports. I don't know why I have a hard time with that name. Tony Lazari, the third baseman. All right, we go to the bottom of the 4th, or excuse me, this will be, I lost track. Top of the 5th. Yankees lead it 4-1 over the Astros here in Game 1. Joe Gordon, the DH, will lead things off for New York. Richards still on the mound. In there for a strike, 0-1. Lazari. For some reason, there's some names I just have a hard time with. Lazari. Tony Lazari. He's a Hall of Famer, I know that. Right to the first baseman. Bagwell snags it out of the air.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Derek.
One down. Lazari. Tony Lazari. Right? Derek Jeter, the shortstop, up next. One out, bases empty. In there for a strike. Is it Lazari? Is that what you're trying to tell me? A long A, Lazari. Second pitch, out of play. Count goes to 0-2. Lazari. Okay, thank you. And now the 0-2.
Nope, ball.
Outside, 1-2. I always thought it was a R, not an air sound. Up high, 2-2. One out, bases empty. For the Yankees here at the top of the 5th, they lead it 4-1 in Game 1 of the ALDS. The 2-2 pitch. Fouls it off. Counts at 2-2. I know Lazari was a great third baseman for the Yankees. I believe he's in the Hall, if I'm not mistaken. 2-2. Struck him out. Jeter goes down looking. 2 down for the Yankees. Here in the top of the 5th. And now the DH, Earl Combs, will come up. Me neither. It must be something new. High fly ball into right field. Tucker goes back and makes the play. It's a 1-2-3 inning. And we go to the bottom of the 5th. Yankees up 4-1 here in Game 1 of the ALDS here at Jammin' Sports. We go to the bottom of the 5th. And Kyle Tucker, who just made the play in right, will lead things off for the Astros. Whitey Ford still on the mound. The pitch in there for a strike, 0-1. And now the 0-1 pitch. Fouls it off quickly, 0-2 to Tucker. Yankees up 4-1. Astros trying to get back in this game. And now the 0-2 pitch. He went around, struck him out. One down for the Astros here in the bottom of the 5th.
The batter, the third baseman,
Alex Bregman.
Bregman.
He's the third baseman for the Astros. He comes up. One out, bases empty. In there for a strike, 0-1. Ford has pitched a pretty good game here for the Yankees. He's only given up 1 run. Here's the 0-1 pitch.
No, ball.
Outside, 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
A's beat the Royals earlier, 6-5. They take a 1-0 lead in that series.
Ball.
Outside, 2-1. That was the game before this one. And now the 2-1. That's going to fall for a base hit. In the left center field, Bregman's aboard, going for 2. He's got himself a stand-up double. A 1-out double for Bregman. Alex Bregman, the third baseman. Off the end of the bat. And next up, Greg Biggio, the catcher for the Astros. 1 out, runner on second. In there for a strike, 0-1. A chance for the Astros now to get back in this game. Oh, I love these Astros uniforms. These are from the 70s, early 80s. I love them. I think they're my favorite uniforms of all time, or very close to it. Here's the 0-1. In there for a strike, 0-2. When I was a teenager in high school, I had a replica of this. I loved them. Here's the 0-2.
That's high, that's a ball.
Up high, 1-2. Now the 1-2 pitch. Fouls it off. Count remains at 1-2 to Biggio. I wish they had the Astrodome in this game. They put the Kingdome in. They need to put the Astrodome back in it. He struck out, but they dropped the ball. He got to throw down to first for the out. So Biggio strikes out, 2 down.
The batter, number 1.
6 strikeouts for Ford today. 2 down for the Astros, and now Carlos Carrera comes up, the shortstop. 2 outs with a runner on second. As Bregman on second base. And they score a run here. Here's the pitch. Fouls it off. Count 0-1 to Carrera. The Astros are the number 2 seed in the American League. The Yankees were a wild card. Here's the 0-1.
Ball.
Count goes to 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. 2 outs, runner on second. 1-1 pitch. Fouls it off. Count goes to 1-2. Yankees defeated the Indians in 2 games in the American League wild card. Here's the 1-2. Struck him out, and that'll end the inning. At the end of 5 complete, the Yankees lead it 4-1. Game 1 of the American League Division Series here at Jammin' Sports. We have a new pitcher. Ken Giles will come in.
Now pitching for the Astros, number 53, Ken Giles.
It is pronounced Giles. I was listening to the PA guy.
Leading off the game.
Oh boy, here we go. Tony Lazzeri will come up to bat, the third baseman. I finally got his name right. Yankees up 4-1. Here in the top of the 6th here in game 1 of this best of 5. The pitch by Giles inside, 1-0. Yankees trying to take game 1 of this best of 5. Inside again, 2-0. Lazzeri is the third baseman for the Yankees. And now the 2-0 pitch. Down low, 3-0. Three balls and no strikes to Lazzeri. Giles looks in. .30 pitch. In there for a strike, 3-1 on the inside corner. And now the 3-1. In there for a strike. Full count now, 3-2.
Full count.
.32 pitch. Struck him out. Went from 3-0 to a strikeout. Way to stay with it there, Ken Giles. And now the left fielder today, Mickey Mantle, will come up. He normally plays center, but he's playing left today. 1 out, bases empty. Here's the pitch. Up high, 1-0.
1 ball, no strike.
Smith and Abreu warming up in the bullpen for the Astros. Counts 1-0 to Mantle. Giles takes his time. Here's the pitch. Mantle, high fly ball in the left field. Alvarez gets under it and makes the play for out number 2. Mantle will fly out to left.
Now batting, the first baseman.
And now Lou Gehrig will come up, the first baseman. He had a home run back in the 4th inning. 2 outs, bases empty. Here in the top of the 6th, Yankees up 4-1. Pitch by Giles. Inside, 1-0. I don't like those Strauss stickers on the helmets. I think they look tacky. Here's the 1-0. Outside, 2-0. I know they're trying to generate income, but when is enough enough? I mean, do they really need more income? They're already making hand over fist right now. Here's the 2-0. And that's going to be fouled off. The count goes to 2-1. I don't like the advertisement on the sleeve either. I think that's tacky. 2-1 pitch. Fouled it off. Count remains at 2-2. Looking forward to the show 25. It will feature college and high school baseball for the first time. I think that'll be cool. Here's the 2-2. Outside, 3-2. Full count to Garrick. Bill Dickey, the catcher, on deck. Three-two pitch. And that gets fouled off down the first base line. Count remains full to Lou Gehrig. We'll have game 2 of the Dodgers Diamondbacks after this. We'll head out to Phoenix, Arizona for that one. 3-2 pitch. A ground ball to the second baseman. Altuve makes the play for the out. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Yankees lead at 4-1. ALDS Game 1 here at Jammin' Sports. Leading off the bottom of the 6th inning for the Astros, Cesar Cedeno, the center fielder, facing Whitey Ford, who's still in there for the Yankees. In there for a strike, 0-1. Yankees up 4-1 here in Game 1. 0-1 pitch. Down low, 1-1. One pitch. Down low, 2-1. 2 balls and a strike to Cedeno. 2-1 pitch. Rips one past Gehrig at first. A base hit. A leadoff single here in the bottom of the 6th for Cesar Cedeno. Those Astros jerseys are cool. They are so cool. I wish they still wore those. They just look so cool. And now Jose Altuve, the second baseman, comes up with nobody out, runner on first. And he rips that one foul down the line. Count goes to 0-1. Astros, they're down by 3. They got to try to find a way to get back in this game. So far, so good. Nobody out with a runner on first. And the 0-1 to Altuve in the dirt. And that gets by the catcher. Cedeno down to second base. Let's see if that's a pass ball or a wild pitch. How are they going to score that? Well, they didn't call it a pass ball. They're going to call it a wild pitch. 1-1 to Altuve. A ground ball to Jeter. He'll throw to first for the out. As Cedeno stays at second base. Altuve grounds out to short. Derek Jeter makes the play. And now Jeff Bagwell will come up. First baseman for the Astros. Orbit. I like it. That's a good name, Orbit. 1 out, runner on second base. Bagwell at the plate. Here's the pitch. Inside, 1-0. Of course, Astros is Latin for star, if you don't know. It's where we get astronaut from. Here's the 1-0. Big swing and a miss, 1-1.
1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, runner on second base. One pitch. Inside, 2-1 to Bagwell. A chance for the Astros to get another run here. 1 out, runner on second. That's Cedeno at second base. 2-1 pitch. Popped up. Williams in center field at the warning track. Makes the play. And coming home. No, he stays at third. I thought Cedeno was coming home. It'll be a sacrifice. That'll move Cedeno over to third. Now 2 outs. And Yordan Alvarez will come up. He's the left fielder for the Astros. 2 outs, runner on third. Here's the pitch. In there for a strike on the inside corner. 0-1.
No ball, 1 strike.
0-1 pitch. Popped up in the air. Williams will come under it. And Bernie Williams will make the final out. At the end of 6 complete, the Astros come up empty as the Yankees still lead it 4-1 in Game 1 of the ALDS here at Jammin' Sports.
Now pitching for the Astros.
Dave Smith will come in to pitch for the Astros here in the top of the 7th. Leading off for the Yankees, the catcher, Bill Dickey, here in the top of the 9th. Yankees lead it 4-1 here in Game 1. Yankees trying to take a 1-0 lead in the best of 5. Inside, 1-0. One-0 pitch. Popped it up, and that may drop. Nope, getting to it. The right fielder, Kyle Tucker, tracks it down. 1 out. I thought that was going to drop. 1 down for the Yankees. Second baseman Robinson Cano will come up to face Dave Smith. The pitch.
Nope, ball.
Down low, 1-0.
1-0.
One-0 pitch. Inside, 2-0 to Cano. We're in the top of the 7th. Yankees up 4-1. 1 out, bases empty. Here's the 2-0. Fouls it off down the first base line. Count goes to 2-1 on Cano. We'll have Game 2 of the Diamondbacks and the Dodgers after this. Diamondbacks lead that series 1-0.
3-1.
That bounced across the plate. 3-1 to Cano. Here's the 3-1. Swung, and it's now 3-2. He swung at some high heat. Full count now to Cano. Three-two pitch. Ripped it right to Altuve at second. He'll make an easy play for out number 2. Cano grounds out to second. 2 down for the Yankees.
The center fielder, Bernie.
And now the center fielder, Bernie Williams, back in the 2nd inning. He had this blast. He had a 2-run home run back in the 2nd. Two outs, bases empty. Facing Dave Smith. Down low, 1-0 to Williams. Minute Maid Park, Houston, Texas is where we are. Game 1 of the American League Division Series. Best of 5. Whoever wins 3 games first. Here's the 1-0. Inside, 2-0 to Bernie Williams.
2-0.
Two-0 pitch. Up high, 3-0.
3-0.
Roof is open on a beautiful night here in Houston. And now the 3-0 pitch to Williams. In there for a strike, 3-1. See, Williams did the right thing. He didn't swing. Because you're trying to draw the walk. And now the 3-1 pitch. Fouls it off. It goes from 3-0 to 3-2. Full count now to Williams. Or 3-2 pitch. Popped it up. Into left. Alvarez makes the play for the final out. At the end of 6.5, Yankees lead it 4-1. Game 1 of the ALDS here at Jammin' Sports. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Lance Berkman will come up. He's the DH today for the Astros. Whitey Ford still on the mound. Here's the pitch. In there for a strike. Ford pitching a gem so far. Rivera and Lyle warming up with the bullpen for the Yankees. The Astros' only run came on a home run, a solo shot. Here's the 0-1. And right to third, Lazari makes the play. Lazari. Oh, I had it right the first time. Lazari. There we go. Makes the play. 1 out, bases empty. Kyle Tucker comes up, the right fielder. One out, bases empty, and there for a strike, 0-1. And now the 0-1 pitch. Big swing and a miss, 0-2. I'm wondering why A-Rod is not at third base. 0-2 to Tucker. And now the 0-2 pitch. Up high, 1-2. 1 out, bases empty here in the bottom of the 7th for the Astros. And now the 1-2 pitch. Swung and struck him out for out number 2. 2 down for Houston here in the bottom of the 7th. 8 strikeouts now for Ford. Next up for the Astros will be the third baseman, Alex Bregman. He took a mean swing. 2 outs, bases empty. Bregman at the plate now. Here's the pitch by Ford. In there for a strike, 0-1. Bregman had that home run, the solo shot. The only points for the Astros here today. The 0-1. Oh, there's another one. He's accounted for all their offense. Another solo blast. It's now 4-2 as Bregman connects over the left field fence. It's now 4-2, Yankees up. Two solo shot home runs by Alex Bregman here tonight. Let's see if the Astros can mount a comeback. Let's watch this one again. Up there by the train. The train tracks up there. Oh, he cleared the train tracks. That was a monster blast. Greg Biggio comes up next. He's the catcher.
That's the ball.
In there, no, outside, 1-0.
1-0.
Still 2 outs, bases empty. It's now 4-2 in favor of the Yankees. Here in game 1. And now the 1-0 pitch. Fouls it off. Evens the count at 1-1. One pitch. In there for a strike, 1-2 to Biggio.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bases empty. The pitch by Ford struck him out, and that'll end the inning. But Bregman, a solo shot, closes the gap. The Yankees lead at 4-2 at the end of 7. ALDS Game 1 here at Jammin' Sports. We go to the top of the 8th. Joe Gordon, the DH, will lead things off for the Yankees. They lead at 4-2. Trying to take game 1 of this best of 5. Still home field advantage. Dave Smith still on the mound. Here's the pitch. In there for a strike, 0-1. Oh, 0-1 pitch. In there for a strike, 0-2 quickly to Joe Gordon. We'll have the Dodgers and Diamondbacks game 2 up next. The Diamondbacks lead that best of 5, 1-0. Here's the 0-2. Up high, 1-2 to Joe Gordon. 1-2 pitch. Outside, 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Counts even at 2-2 to Gordon. 2-2 pitch. Popped it up. Out of play, 2-2. Two-two pitch. Swung and an outside pitch and missed. Struck him out. 1 down for the Yankees here in the top of the 8th. Minute Maid Park in Houston. Game 1 of the ALDS. Shortstop Derek Jeter will come up next for the Yankees. 1 out, bases empty. Yankees up 4-2. The pitch by Smith. Up high, 1-0. In there for a strike. They'll even the count at 1-1 to Jeter. 1-1 pitch. Jeter pops it up, out of play. Count goes to 1-2. And now the 1-2 pitch by Smith. Outside, 2-2.
2-2.
1 out, bases empty. The count's at 2-2 to Jeter. Swung and an outside pitch again. Struck him out. 2 down for the Yankees here in the top of the 8th. And now the DH, Earl Combs, will come up. Pitch by Smith. Outside, 1-0. One-0 pitch. In there for a strike. That'll even the count at 1-1 to Combs. Smith trying to make it a 1-2-3 inning. Fouls it off. Counts out 1-2 to Earl Combs. 1-2 pitch. Down low and inside, 2-2. 2-2 pitch. Fouls it off. He chased an outside pitch. The count stays at 2-2. 2 outs, bases empty. 2-2 pitch. High in the air, out to center field. Cedeno going back and makes the play for the final out. At the end of 7.5, Yankees lead at 4-2. Game 1 of the ALDS here at Jammin' Sports. Mariano Rivera will come in to pitch for the Yankees here in the bottom of the 8th with a 4-2 lead. A very good pitcher in his day, I might add. Carlos Carrera will lead things off for the Astros. He's the shortstop. Carrera versus Rivera. Here's the pitch. Outside. Count goes to 1-0. Rivera didn't like that. He thought he hit the outside corner. Counts at 1-0. One-0 pitch. Down low, 2-0. Astros trying to get back in this game. They're down by 2 runs. We're in the bottom of the 8th. The 2-0 by Rivera. In there for a strike, 2-1. Two-one pitch.
That's the ball.
Just outside, 3-1.
3-1.
That was close. And now the 3-1. Fouls that one off down the third base line. We got a full count at 3-2 on Carlos Carrera. Where's Davis this afternoon? Yankees are his favorite team. 3-2. Popped it up. Robinson Cano at second base will take it for the out. So Carrera pops out to second. One down for the Astros here in the bottom of the 8th. Cesar Cedeno, the center fielder, up next. The Nats suck too bad to make the playoffs, CGM says. Cedeno at the plate, inside, 1-0. I like the Nats. I like the Nationals. They were in my playoffs 2 seasons ago. Here's the 1-0. Inside, 2-0. But they lost to the Braves in the wild card. I remember that. Here's the 2-0. Ripped it foul down the first base line. And the count goes to 2-1. 1 out, bases empty for the Astros here in the bottom of the 8th. The 2-1. Fouled it off. Count goes to 2-2 to Cedeno. Two-two pitch. Popped it up down the right field line, drifting foul. Count remains at 2-2. We're in the bottom of the 8th. Yankees up by 2 runs, 4-2. 1 out, bases empty. The 2-2 pitch. Fouls that one off. Count remains at 2-2. Dodgers Diamondbacks up next. Game 2 of that best of 5. Diamondbacks lead the series 1-0. Here's the 2-2. Struck him out looking for out number 2. Cedeno goes down. And now the second baseman, Jose Altuve, will come up with 2 outs, bases empty. The pitch by Rivera. Popped it up, out of play. Count goes to 0-1. Oh, 1 pitch. Fouls that one off, out of play. Quickly 0-2. Astros need some type of rally here. 0-2 pitch. Outside, 1-2. And now the 1-2 pitch.
2-2.
Outside, evens the count at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bases empty. 2-2 pitch. Ripped right to third. Lazari makes the play. Or Lazar, whatever his name is. At the end of 8 complete. Yankees lead it 4-2. Jammin' Sports. I just stumbled over that name. Brian Abreu will come in to pitch for the Astros here in the top of the 9th. Oh, there he is. Of course he leads off. Tony Lazzari. Third baseman. Astros would love a 1-2-3 inning. In their first strike, 0-1 the count. Lazzari. Outside, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, nobody out, nobody on. Who are in the top of the 9th. Yankees up 4-2. Fouled it off. Count goes to 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Popped it up. Out in left field. Alvarez makes the play. 1 down for the Yankees in the top of the 9th. Mickey Mantle, the left fielder, will come up with 1 out, bases empty, and a 4-2 lead. The pitch in their first strike, 0-1. Oh, really? That's pretty cool. In their first strike, 0-2. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swung and struck him out. Yeah, I didn't really like 21 either. It was all right. 2 down for the Yankees. Base is empty. Lou Gehrig will come up now, the first baseman. Abreu trying to make it a 1-2-3 inning. Outside, 1-0. In the bottom of the ninth, the Astros have to get at least 2 runs. Yeah, 20 was a really good game. The 1-0, outside, 2-0. I like 24, though. 24 here, it's a good game. And 25 is going to have college and high school. That's interesting. Here's the 2-0, inside, 3-0 to Gehrig. The show 25 comes out in March. I don't remember the day offhand. I think it was the 18th. I could be mistaken. 3-0 pitch. Fouled off, 3-1. 18th. Thank you, CGM. I was reading that yesterday. It sounds really cool. Okay. Here's the 3-1. High in the air, down the line, out of play. Full count now, 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bases empty. Gehrig at the plate. Here's the pitch in the dirt. Ball 4. It'll be a 2-out walk for Gehrig. Keeps the inning alive for the Yankees. And now the catcher, Bill Dickey, will come up. CGM, anything new about that crash in D.C.? First pitch in there for a strike, 0-1. Any new news coming out of D.C. today? Here's the 0-1. Big swing and a miss, 0-2. It's going to take a while before they know what fully happened. Here's the 0-2. On 3 pitches, struck him out. Yeah, I know. We go to the bottom of the ninth here at Jammin' Sports. All right, we have a new pitcher. Brian Taylor comes in for the Yankees. We're in the bottom of the ninth here in game 1 of the ALDS. Yankees lead at 4-2. Jeff Bagwell will lead things off, the first baseman. The Astros need 2 to tie, 3 to win. Bagwell, high in the air, out to center, and Bernie Williams will get under it for out number 1.
The left fielder, number 44.
And now the left fielder, Yordan Alvarez, will come up. Astros down to the last 2 outs here in game 1. Pitch by Taylor. Down low, 1-0. Astros need to score at least 2, or the Yankees take game 1. And that's well hit out to left, but Mantle makes the play. 2 down for the Astros here in the bottom of the ninth. They're down to their final out.
Number 17.
Lance Berkman will come up. He's the DH. Last chance for gas right here. Taylor trying to mow them down. Up high, 1-0. Yeah, I'm not getting on a plane for a while either. Here's the 1-0. In there for a strike on the upper corner. Counts up 1-1. 1-1 pitch. Into the crowd, down the third base line, 1-2. Astros down to the last strike here in game 1. Can Taylor put it away? Outside corner, 2-2. Just outside. 2-2 pitch. Popped it up. Out to right. Making the play is Combs for the final out. Yankees win it by a score of 4-2. They take game 1 to take a 1-0 lead in the series. Once again, your final score, the Yankees take game 1, 4-2 over the Astros. Coming up in about 5 minutes, game 2 of the Dodgers and the Diamondbacks. It's up next here at Jammin' Sports.